VibeTool. I also have owned many different ones, and they're all good, but one problem I've had with a lot of Uni-vibe clones is that the cycle goes to too high of a frequency, and when you hit it hard, it kind of, you know, has that frequency that makes me, and I don't end up using them. It's so weird. I'll put it on my pedal board and use it at a gig, and it's like, man, you know, a phase 90 works better for that kind of thing. But I love this sound. You know, and then I hear a Hendrix record and I go, that's one of my favorite sounds. Yeah, but I haven't personally found a Uni-vibe until this thing. Something about the way you have it voiced, it just has that part of it that I want to hear, you know? It's incredible. It's like, it's got the sexy musical sound.
We did try to keep the music in.
And then the other thing I realized with the original Uni-vibes that everyone's trying to clone is, you know, like Fender pickups and like so many things back then, there were different, you know, they ran out of parts, so okay, we got to use this one now, and so you might have gotten the one that had the cool part, and then, you know, that kind of thing, and so these clones are not, because I just remember way back in my memory banks, I did own one of the gray Uni-vibes in the early 70s, you know, and it's one of those things that's like, God, why did I ever get rid of it? And it was bulky and it was a pain in the ass, but it sounded great, you know. You know, then fast forward 20 years later, you're trying to find a Uni-vibe pedal, and it's like, man, I remembered mine sounding better than the, you know, that kind of thing. And until you walked in the other day with this thing, I hadn't heard one that grabbed me, you know. And then, you know, like I said, I've tried, and you know, the most famous Uni-vibe guy in the world is Robin Trower, and I still buy his records. In fact, I just got a new record by him, but you know what? He doesn't have that same Uni-vibe sound anymore, man. It's like, come back, you know. That's great.
This has even the same bass roll of like the treble tool on the first one.
No, it's great that you address that problem, you know, because that's a big thing, and a lot of pedals, you know, when you're trying it in the store and you're sitting in front of an amp, this sounds great. And then I go to try and use it in a track, and especially with the Uni-vibe, that's one thing I noticed. All of a sudden, it might sound good in a trio or something, but when you're trying to, you know, make it sit in a track nicely, that bottom thing, it's too much. It's been a really hard effect for me to use in a song. You know, where I'm layering guitars and stuff. I also like that it has the kind of the perfect pulse to it. Because some are like, you know, it's like too much. You can get this very subtle, you know, because that's like unusable, really, you know. Now, with this guy, since there's a pedal in front of it, is this a better one to use?
No, it's okay. Oh. It works with the vibe as well.
No
problem.